Hi everyone, this is Donny Lowy from Closeout.com, a wholesale business in New York. Today I'd like to discuss with you buying wholesale products directly from a factory. Now there are definitely some really good opportunities if you're buying your products directly from a factory because you're getting them at the lowest possible wholesale price because they're coming directly from the source. It's a good idea to buy wholesale products from a factory when they are generic products, when they are products that don't carry a brand name. The reason I say that is because, number one, you'll be able to get a very low price, and number two, the clothing that carries a brand name belongs to the brand, not to the factory. So you would have to buy that clothing directly from the brand. Now, the brand name might tell you that the clothing is in the factory, that's where you'd be picking it up, and or that's who would be delivering the clothing to you, but you would not be buying the clothing from the factory. If you want to buy merchandise from a factory, make sure you know who actually owns the products, who has the rights to the products. Having said that, if you are buying products that you are legally able to buy from a factory, then you should negotiate really hard. And the reason I say that is you can get some really good deals from factories because most of the wholesale and closeout merchandise that they have comes as a result either from overproduction or canceled orders. In both of those situations, the factory does not have that many alternatives to sell the merchandise. Either they made more merchandise expecting that they might be able to sell it to someone else, or they had an order for the merchandise, the factory produced the merchandise, and now the buyer backed out and now they're sitting with that merchandise. Actually, the merchandise could have also been rejected by the buyer because it didn't meet the very strict specifications that the buyer had. Even though that merchandise doesn't meet the specifications of the buyer, the merchandise could still be appropriate and even very exciting for your customers. Maybe your customers don't mind that the clothing was made in the color orange instead of the color red, but the original buyer wanted the clothing to be red and not orange. So as you can see, even a requirement that was not met by a factory could still lead towards there being merchandise that is suitable for your business. So there are definitely good opportunities from buying from the factories. You need to do your research, and I would get samples from the factory, show the samples to your customers, whether you show them to them in person or you post those samples online. You can even take some of those samples, sell them on eBay, see what the response is, and then place an order for the rest of the merchandise based on that response. Now, if you are dealing with a factory, you need to act fast because they want to get rid of the merchandise as soon as possible because they're not in the warehousing business, they are not in the wholesale business, they're definitely not retailers, so they're going to look for the first buyer who can actually take the merchandise from them. So hopefully that buyer is you so you can make money. Alright, if you have any questions, send me an email or give me a phone call. My website is closeoutexplosion.com. Have a great day.